Why many English learners still can't understand native speakers, even after years of study. Learning English is a journey many people dedicate years of their life to. They memorize vocabulary, study grammar rules, and even pass difficult exams. But when it comes to real life conversations with native English speakers, many learners feel lost. Why can't I understand them? They ask. I've been learning for so long. This is a very common experience, and the reasons are more complex than you might think. Let's explore the top reasons why understanding native English speakers can still feel so difficult, even after years of studying, and how you can overcome each challenge. 1. Textbook English versus real spoken English. The problem: most English learners begin with textbooks. These books teach formal sentence structures like, "How are you? I would like a cup of tea, please. Where is the nearest bank?" But this is not how people speak in everyday life. Native speakers use a relaxed, informal version of English filled with contractions, slang, and idiomatic expressions. For example, "How's it going?" instead of "How are you?" "Give me a sec" instead of "Give me a second." "Wanna" instead of "Want to." So when learners hear these real phrases for the first time, they feel shocked. It doesn't sound like the English they learned. The solution: to improve, learners must go beyond textbooks. Start listening to natural English. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, and especially content made for native speakers. Don't avoid slang or idioms, embrace them. Also, try shadowing techniques. Repeat what native speakers say out loud, matching their rhythm and pronunciation. Over time, this helps your ears and brain get used to real English. 2. Speed and connected speech. The problem: native English speakers often talk very fast, but even more confusing, they connect their words together. This is called connected speech. For example, "What are you doing?" becomes "What you doing?" "Did you eat yet?" becomes "Jeet yet?" Words that were once clear in textbooks become a single sound when spoken quickly. Learners aren't trained to listen to these blended sounds. The solution: train your ears by slowing things down. Use tools like YouTube's speed settings or slow listening apps to practice listening at 0.75x speed. Listen to the same sentence several times, first slowly, then at normal speed. Also, learn about common features of connected speech, such as Elysian, dropping sounds. I'm going to, I'm gonna. Linking, go on, sounds like go one. Assimilation, changing sounds. Good boy becomes gub boy. Once you know these patterns, you'll hear them more clearly. 3. Lack of listening practice. The problem: many English learners spend most of their time reading or writing. Even in school, listening is not always a major focus. This leads to a problem. Learners know a lot of words, but they've never heard those words spoken naturally. Think about it. If you see the word though in a book, you might not know it's pronounced though, or kernel sounds like kernel. Without listening practice, learners don't recognize the sounds of English. They only know the written forms. The solution: make listening a daily habit. Just like building muscles, you need consistent exposure. Here are a few tips. Listen to English every day. Even 10 minutes helps. Choose interesting content: comedy, stories, news, etc. Don't worry about understanding everything. Focus on general meaning at first. Use subtitles to match sound and text, then try watching without them. The more you listen, the easier understanding becomes. 4. Not enough speaking practice. The problem: it might sound strange, but not speaking enough makes listening harder too. Why? Because speaking helps you connect words to real life meaning. When you speak, you learn how thoughts are formed in English, how words feel in your mouth, and how sentences flow naturally. Many learners can read and write well, but have little speaking experience. So when they hear native speakers talk, their brains don't process the language fast enough. The solution: speak as often as possible, even if you're alone. Here are some ways. Practice with language exchange partners online. Use speaking apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. Record yourself and play it back. Read stories or scripts out loud. The more you speak, the more you understand. It's a two-way street. Hashnar 5. Too much focus on grammar and accuracy. The problem: many learners worry too much about being perfect. They want to use the correct grammar, correct pronunciation, and correct vocabulary. While these are important, this mindset can cause fear. When listening to native speakers, learners focus too much on grammar instead of just understanding the message. Also, native speakers don't always follow grammar rules in real speech. They use fragments, incomplete sentences, and informal styles. The solution: relax and focus on the main idea, not every word. You don't need to understand every word to understand the message. When listening, try this. Listen once for general meaning. Listen again and focus on key words. Don't stop if you miss a word. Keep going. Understanding improves when you're not stressed about perfection. 6. Accent variety and pronunciation differences. The problem: English is spoken around the world. Even within one country, there are many different accents: American, British, Australian, Irish, Indian, South African, and within each country, many regional differences. For example, American English, water sounds like waiter. British English, water sounds like water. Australian English, water sounds like woda. A learner who only studies one accent might struggle to understand another. The solution: expose yourself to different accents. Start with your target, e.g., American English, but try listening to British, Australian, or other varieties occasionally. YouTube is a great tool. Search British podcast or Australian vlog. Also, focus on intonation, stress, and rhythm. These help you follow the music of English and understand across accents. Not learning in context. The problem: vocabulary is often learned in isolation. For example, learners memorize apple means a fruit, run means to move fast, but in real speech, words appear in phrases: run late, run into someone, run out of time. When learners don't study phrases in context, they get confused. They understand the words but not the meaning. The solution: learn vocabulary in chunks, short phrases used together naturally. Make a decision. By the way, hang out with friends. Use flashcards or apps like Anki that teach phrases, not just single words. Reading stories and listening to dialogues also helps. You see how words are really used. 8. Lack of patience and motivation. The problem: some learners give up too soon. They think, I've studied for years. Why is this still so hard? But language learning takes time, and listening is one of the hardest skills to master. Native speakers have spent decades listening to English. You're catching up in a few years. Also, motivation can drop when results are slow. The solution: be patient and kind to yourself. Improvement comes slowly, but it does come. Set small goals. Understand one video, follow a podcast, talk to one native speaker this week. Celebrate progress. Remember, every minute you listen is building your skill. Final thoughts: understanding native English speakers is not about talent, it's about training. You need to train your ears, your brain, your memory, and your speaking muscles. If you've been learning for years but still feel confused when listening, it's not your fault. You just need a new method. Start listening more. Shadow real conversations, learn useful expressions, and practice every day. Even 10 minutes can change everything. And most importantly, don't give up. You're already on the right path. Keep going, and one day you'll watch a movie or chat with a native speaker and understand every word. That's a powerful feeling, and it's waiting for you. In today's fast-moving world, learning is not just something we do in school. It's something we do every day, whether at work, at home, or in our personal development. The ability to learn effectively is one of the most important skills you can develop in life. But here's the challenge: many people spend years learning things without improving how they learn. If you want to learn faster, remember more, and apply what you learn with confidence, this guide will help you build the right habits, tools, and mindset to improve your learning skills. Let's dive into how you can improve your learning skills, no matter what you're studying. 1. Understand your learning style. Everyone learns differently. Some people understand best by reading, others by listening, and some by doing. The most common learning styles are visual learners, learn through images, diagrams, and watching. Auditory learners, learn best through listening and speaking. Kinesthetic learners, learn by doing and experiencing things physically. Reading writing learners, learn best through written words and note taking. How to use this? Try different study methods to see what helps you understand information best. For example, if you're a visual learner, draw diagrams or mind maps. If you're an auditory learner, listen to podcasts or record yourself explaining concepts out loud. 2. Set clear and specific goals. A common mistake learners make is not knowing why they are learning something. Vague goals like, I want to get better at English or I want to improve my memory, don't give you direction. Instead, use the SMART goal method. S specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? Measurable. How will you know you've succeeded? Achievable. Is it realistic? Relevant. Does it match your bigger goal? Time bound. When do you want to finish it? Example. Instead of, I want to improve English, say, I will learn 20 new English expressions in the next 7 days and use 5 of them in a conversation. 3. Break information into small chunks. Our brains struggle to remember large amounts of information at once. It's much easier to learn when information is broken into small, manageable parts. This is called chunking. For example, instead of trying to learn all English grammar in one day, focus on just one small topic like how to use present perfect or how to ask polite questions. Why it works. Smaller tasks feel less stressful and give you more wins, which boosts motivation and memory retention. 4. Use active learning, not passive learning. Many people sit for hours reading books or watching videos, thinking they are learning. But this is passive learning. Your brain is only receiving information. Active learning means using the information. Write summaries in your own words. Teach someone else what you've learned. Practice by doing exercises, quizzes, or projects. The rule: if you can explain it simply to another person, you truly understand it. Tar 5. Practice spaced repetition. One of the most powerful techniques to remember what you learn is called spaced repetition. Instead of cramming everything in one day, review the material over increasing time gaps. Example: Day 1, learn new vocabulary. Day 2, review it briefly. Day 4, review again. Day 7, final review. Apps like Anki, Quizlet, or Memrise are great tools that use this method to help you review at just the right time. Sure 6. Use the Pomodoro technique. Studying for long hours without breaks often leads to poor concentration and low retention. Pomodoro technique helps you stay focused and manage your time better. Study for 25 minutes, focus time. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. Why it helps. It trains your brain to work in short, intense bursts while also giving it time to rest and recover. 7. Create a study environment that works. Your physical and mental environment affects how well you learn. A noisy, messy, or uncomfortable place will hurt your focus. Tips for a better learning space. Choose a quiet area with minimal distractions. Keep your phone away or turn off notifications. Use a desk or table instead of studying in bed. Make sure the lighting is good and your chair is comfortable. You can also play focus music or white noise if it helps you concentrate. 8. Reflect and review your learning. After learning something, take time to reflect. What did I learn today? What was easy or hard to understand? How can I use this knowledge in real life? Reflection helps you connect ideas and understand them more deeply. Try keeping a learning journal to track your thoughts and progress. 9. Teach what you learn. Teaching is one of the most effective ways to learn. When you explain a topic to someone else, you organize the information in your mind and find out where your understanding is weak. Ways to teach: explain the concept to a friend, make a short video about it, pretend you're a teacher, and speak out loud to yourself. 10. Stay curious and enjoy the process. Many learners lose motivation because they see learning as a boring task. But learning becomes more enjoyable when you stay curious and connect it to your interests. For example, if you're learning English, study topics you love: sports, cooking, technology. If you're learning history, look for exciting stories or watch documentaries. Mindset tip: see learning as a journey, not a race. Progress is more important than perfection. 11. Take care of your body and brain. Your brain works best when your body is healthy. Lack of sleep, poor diet, or no exercise can make it hard to concentrate and remember. Here are simple health tips for better learning. Sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. Exercise regularly, even 15 minutes of walking helps. Eat brain boosting foods like nuts, fish, fruits, and vegetables. Drink enough water. Hydration supports memory and focus. Don't forget to take mental breaks too. Meditation, hobbies, or quiet time can refresh your brain and improve creativity. 12. Use technology and apps wisely. There are many great tools today that can support your learning. Flashcard apps, Anki Quizlet, note-taking apps, Notion, Evernote, language apps, Duolingo, HelloTalk, focus apps, Forest, HomoFocus. But remember, technology is a tool, not a teacher. Use it to support learning, not distract from it. 13. Track your progress and celebrate success. Progress keeps you motivated. Even small wins matter. Keep track of what you've learned each week, your quiz or test scores, new words or skills you've mastered. Ideas: use a calendar or notebook to mark learning days. Set mini challenges and reward yourself when you complete them. Take before-after tests to see how much you've improved. Final thoughts: learning is a lifelong skill. Whether you're studying English, math, business, or music, your ability to learn faster and more effectively can change your life. Let's summarize the key ways to improve your learning skills. Know your learning style. Set clear, SMART goals. Break learning into small parts. Use active learning methods. Practice spaced repetition. Use Pomodoro technique. Study in a focused environment. Reflect and review regularly. Teach others what you learn. Stay curious and enjoy the journey. Keep your brain and body healthy. Use the right tools and apps. Celebrate progress and stay motivated. Remember, improving your learning skills is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Learning how to learn is the best investment you can make in yourself. So start today. Apply just 2 or 3 of these tips to your next learning session and watch how quickly you start improving. The more you practice, the better you'll become, not just at learning, but at life itself. Why you sometimes feel stuck in the learning process and how to get unstuck. Unlocking your full learning potential with awareness, strategy, and action. Have you ever sat at your desk, staring at a book or screen, feeling like nothing is going in? Do you feel like you're putting in the effort, but your progress is painfully slow, or worse, non existent? You're not alone. Feeling stuck in your learning journey is something almost all learners experience, whether you're trying to learn a new language, prepare for an exam, or improve a skill. The good news? It's not because you're not smart enough or not working hard. Usually, it's because of how you're learning, not what you're learning. Let's dive into the top reasons why learners feel stuck, and then look at powerful, practical strategies to help you move forward and make progress again. 1. Passive learning dominates your routine. What it means. Passive learning means you're taking in information without doing much with it, like just watching videos, reading books, or listening to a podcast. Why it makes you feel stuck. Although passive learning is important for input, your brain doesn't truly learn until it starts working with the information, using it, breaking it down, making mistakes, and figuring things out. If you only watch and read, you'll feel busy but won't remember or be able to use what you've learned. How to fix it. Start learning actively by doing things. Write summaries, speak aloud, make flashcards, quiz yourself. Practice recall. Close the book and try to explain what you just learned. Teach someone else. It forces you to truly understand the topic. Example, language learning. Don't just watch English videos. Pause, repeat, and create your own sentences using the new words. 2. You're overloading your brain. What it means. When you try to learn too much at once or switch between different subjects or languages too fast, your brain gets overwhelmed. Why it makes you feel stuck. The brain needs time to process and build strong neural connections. When you overload it, it doesn't know what to prioritize and ends up retaining very little. How to fix it. Use the less but better rule. Focus on fewer things, but understand them deeply. Apply spaced repetition. Review small parts of what you've learned over time. Don't multitask while learning. Focus on one skill or subject per session. 3. Lack of clear goals or direction. What it means. You're not exactly sure what you're working toward, just that you're trying to improve. Why it makes you feel stuck. Without a clear goal, learning feels like walking in fog. You don't know if you're going forward, sideways, or backward. This creates frustration and loss of motivation. How to fix it? Set SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Example, I want to learn 50 new English phrases in the next 30 days. Break large goals into weekly or daily tasks. Regularly check your progress and adjust if needed. Tip, use a habit tracker or a notebook to write down what you study and how you feel each day. This creates awareness. 4. Fear of making mistakes. What it means, you avoid speaking or trying new things because you're afraid to get it wrong. Why it makes you feel stuck. Mistakes are a natural and essential part of learning. If you avoid them, you also avoid the best learning opportunities. How to fix it. Shift your mindset. Mistakes equals learning. Surround yourself with supportive people who won't judge. Practice regularly in a safe environment. Language exchange, online communities, talking to yourself in English, etc. Quote to remember. If you're not making mistakes, you're not really learning. Unknown. 5. Repeating the same study methods without results. What it means. You've used the same technique, reading, watching videos, or highlighting for a long time, but it's not bringing progress. Why it makes you feel stuck. What worked at one stage may not work anymore. As you grow, your brain craves new challenges to keep progressing. How to fix it. Try different methods. Gamified apps, group study, storytelling, journaling, voice recording, and shadowing. Change your learning environment. Try studying outside, in a cafe, or at different times. Learn by using the language in real-life situations. 6. Low motivation or burnout. What it means. You're tired, unmotivated, or starting to ask yourself, what's the point? Why it makes you feel stuck. Burnout reduces your brain's ability to absorb and store new information. You may still be studying, but the quality is low. How to fix it? Take breaks and rest. A tired brain won't learn well. Rediscover your why. Remind yourself of your dream, traveling, career goals, personal growth, etc. Mix in fun ways to learn. Watch a comedy show in English, play word games, or follow an English-speaking YouTuber who inspires you. 7. Impatience with results. What it means. You expect fast results, and when they don't come, you feel like giving up. Why it makes you feel stuck. Progress in learning is not linear. Sometimes you grow fast, Other times it feels slow, but each step counts, even when it feels invisible. How to fix it? Focus on consistency, not perfection. Track small wins. I learned 3 new phrases today. I understood that video without subtitles. Understand that plateaus are normal. You're not failing, you're leveling up inside. 8. Not practicing enough output. What it means. You're receiving a lot of input, reading, listening, but you're not producing enough output, writing, speaking. Why it makes you feel stuck. Learning stays in your brain as potential. You unlock it by speaking, writing, and using what you've learned. Otherwise, it slowly fades. How to fix it? Write something short every day. Journal, tweet, blog. Speak daily, even just to yourself. Practice explaining your day in English. Join speaking clubs or conversation groups online. 9. No feedback or correction. What it means. You study, but no one tells you if you're doing it right or wrong. Why it makes you feel stuck. Without feedback, it's hard to improve. You might keep repeating the same mistake and not even know it. How to fix it? Use language apps with correction features. Get feedback from tutors, native speakers, or online friends. Record yourself and compare your speaking to native examples. 10. Not connecting what you learn to your life. What it means. The material feels unrelated to your personal experiences or interests. Why it makes you feel stuck. Our brains remember things better when they're meaningful. If it feels boring or irrelevant, motivation drops. How to fix it? Personalize your learning. Learn vocabulary about your hobbies, your job, your city. Connect new information to things you already know. Use storytelling. Imagine you're the character using the language or skill. Final words. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you're a bad learner. It's a signal, a message from your brain that something in your approach needs to change. Here's a quick action plan to get unstuck. 1. Identify what's blocking you from the list above. 2. Choose 1 to 2 changes to your learning routine. 3. Set a small, specific goal for the next 7 days. 4. Track your progress and reflect weekly. 5. Stay patient. Keep showing up, and results will follow. Learning is not a straight line. It's a path with steps, turns, and moments of confusion. But every time you keep going, you grow, even when you don't feel it. You're not alone in this journey. Every learner, beginner or advanced, hits walls. The secret? Don't stop at the wall. Climb over it, go around it, or break it down slowly with daily effort. You've got this. How to keep motivation in your English learning journey. Learning English is a long journey. It's exciting in the beginning. You're full of energy, dreams, and plans. But after a few weeks or months, the excitement sometimes fades. You feel tired. You feel stuck. You start asking yourself, why am I doing this? Or will I ever really improve? If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. Almost every English learner, even the most advanced ones, has felt this at some point. The key difference between those who succeed and those who give up is motivation. So, how do you keep going, even when it gets tough? In this guide, we'll explore powerful, practical strategies to help you stay motivated in your English learning journey. We'll talk about real challenges, common mistakes, and smart solutions that work for learners at every level. Nashtar 1. Understand that motivation comes and goes. Let's start with the truth. You won't feel motivated every day. That's normal. Motivation is not a permanent feeling. Sometimes you feel excited and ready to learn. Other times you feel tired, busy, or bored. But here's the trick. You don't need to be motivated to make progress. You just need to keep going, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. Think of motivation like brushing your teeth. You don't always feel excited to do it, but you do it because it's important for your health. It's the same with English. Some days are exciting, others are routine, but consistency is what builds real results. 2. Create a clear and personal reason, your why. Many learners say, I want to improve my English, but they don't have a clear reason. A clear purpose gives you energy. It reminds you why you started. Ask yourself, why do I want to speak English well? Is it for work, travel, making international friends? Is it to pass an exam or watch English movies without subtitles? Write your answers down. Make them personal and emotional. For example, I want to speak confidently in meetings and get a better job. I want to travel to London and talk to local people. I want to understand my favorite English songs and movies. Whenever you feel low, read your reason again. It will bring your motivation back. Number 3, set small, clear goals. One big reason people lose motivation is that they don't see progress. They think, I've been learning for months and still can't speak well. This happens because they set big, vague goals, like, I want to speak English fluently. Fluency takes time, and if you only focus on that, you'll feel stuck. The solution? Break your big goal into small goals. Learn 5 new words a day. Watch 1 video a day without subtitles. Write a 100-word journal entry in English every evening. Practice speaking for 10 minutes a day. Small goals create small wins, and small wins build confidence and motivation. Number 4, track your progress. When you feel like you're not improving, look back at how far you've come. You'll often realize, wow, I actually learned a lot. Here's how to track your progress. Keep a learning journal. Write down new words or grammar points you learn each day. Record yourself speaking once a week and compare the recordings. Take a short quiz every 2 weeks. When you can see progress, even small progress, it gives you energy to keep going. Number 5, make English part of your daily life. If English only lives in your textbook, you'll get bored fast. But if it becomes part of your real life, it becomes fun and meaningful. Try this. Change your phone or computer to English. Follow English-speaking YouTubers or TikTok creators. Listen to English podcasts while walking or cleaning. Watch movies or TV shows you like in English. Read articles about topics you love: sports, fashion, health, or news. When English connects to your daily life and interests, you'll enjoy learning more. And when you enjoy something, motivation stays high. 6, use fun learning tools. Not every study session has to be serious or academic. There are many ways to learn while having fun. This keeps your brain engaged and happy. Try using apps like Duolingo, Memrise, or Anki for vocabulary. English games, Scrabble, word search, or online quizzes. Shadowing practice with your favorite English scenes or videos. Music, learn lyrics, sing along, or write your own songs. Storytelling, make up simple stories using the words you learn. Fun doesn't mean you're not learning. In fact, when you're having fun, your brain remembers more. 7, join a learning community. Learning alone can be hard. You may feel lonely, bored, or lose motivation without anyone to share your progress with. That's why joining a community is so helpful. It gives you support, encouragement, and a reason to keep going. How to join a community. Join a language exchange app like Tandem or HelloTalk. Find a study buddy who is also learning English. Participate in online speaking clubs or discussion groups. Follow English learning channels and leave comments. Share your goals or daily practice on social media. When others cheer you on or when you see their progress, you'll feel inspired to continue. 8, celebrate your successes. No matter how small your progress is, celebrate it. Examples: you understood a full video without subtitles? Celebrate. You spoke to someone in English without fear? Great. You learned 20 new words this week? Amazing. Give yourself a treat, tell a friend, or smile and say, I'm improving. Celebration tells your brain, learning feels good, and that makes you want to do it again. 9, change your environment. Sometimes a change of place or routine can refresh your motivation. Try this. Study in a cafe, library, or park. Switch the time of day you study. Try writing with a pen instead of typing. Use a different app or book this week. Listen to a new accent, British instead of American, or vice versa. New experiences bring new energy. Don't be afraid to change things up when you feel bored. 10. Don't be too hard on yourself. Many learners lose motivation because they feel like they're not good enough or not improving fast enough. But these thoughts are often untrue. Learning a language takes time. You will forget things. You will make mistakes. You will have bad days. That's okay. Be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself like a friend. Don't compare yourself to others. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Motivation dies when we are too critical of ourselves, but it grows when we believe, I can do this one step at a time. Make learning a habit, not just a feeling. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. But habits are actions you do every day, with or without feelings. The best learners don't wait until they feel motivated. They create daily habits that help them keep going, even on lazy days. Build learning into your day. Morning, listen to 5 minutes of English while brushing your teeth. Afternoon, learn 3 new words during lunch break. Evening, write a 3 sentence summary of your day in English. When it becomes part of your life, you won't need to find motivation. You'll just do it, like brushing your teeth or eating dinner. Visualize your future self. Close your eyes and imagine. You're having a conversation with a native English speaker, and you understand everything. You're traveling, ordering food confidently in English. You're watching a movie and laughing because you understood the joke. You're getting a better job because of your English skills. Keep this image in your mind. That's your future. And every small step today brings you closer. Final thoughts. You're stronger than you think. Motivation isn't about feeling excited all the time. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about believing in your future, even when today feels hard. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You are building something beautiful, one word at a time. You're growing every day, even when you can't see it. So take a deep breath. Remind yourself why you started. Pick one small goal for today and keep going. You've got this. How to make English learning more enjoyable. A practical guide for long-term motivation and real progress. Let's be honest, learning English is not always fun. At first, it might feel exciting and fresh. You learn new words, watch some YouTube videos, maybe even greet someone with hello for the first time. But after a while, the excitement can fade. Grammar gets confusing. Listening is difficult. You study hard but still don't understand native speakers. You might start asking yourself, why is this so hard? Why do I feel bored? Will I ever enjoy learning English again? These feelings are normal. Most learners go through this stage. But here's the good news. English learning doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun, exciting, and even something you look forward to each day, if you use the right strategies. In this article, we'll talk about how to make English learning more enjoyable using real-life examples and easy techniques that you can start using today. 1. Stop learning like it's homework. Many people treat English learning like a school subject, full of rules, tests, and pressure. Of course, grammar and vocabulary are important, but if your only method is memorizing rules from a textbook, it can feel like a punishment. What to do instead? Focus on real communication, not just grammar. Watch content you enjoy, like short comedy clips, lifestyle vlogs, or music videos. Listen to English while doing something fun, like walking, cooking, or drawing. English is a living language. Treat it like a friend, not a subject. 2. Personalize your learning. What makes English fun for you might be different from others. So ask yourself, what are you interested in? What topics do you enjoy in your own language? What kind of music, shows, or hobbies do you love? Now, bring those into your English learning. Examples. If you love fashion, follow English-speaking fashion influencers. If you enjoy cooking, watch recipes on YouTube in English. If you like sports, follow sports news or interviews in English. When you connect English to your hobbies, it becomes part of your lifestyle, not just study time. Use English creatively. English is not just for reading or listening. Use it to create. Try these creative ideas. Write a short story or comic strip in English. Make a voice diary. Record 1 minute each day talking about your day. Start a mini podcast just for yourself and share your thoughts in English. Make fun videos like What's in My Bag or My Morning Routine in English. You don't need to be perfect. Just have fun using the language to express yourself. 4. Watch what you love. In English, you probably already watch videos or movies for entertainment. So why not turn that into learning time? Here's how. Start with English subtitles if needed. Choose things you already enjoy: comedies, dramas, vlogs, cartoons. Watch short clips first, 3 to 5 minutes. Rewatch funny scenes and repeat the phrases out loud. You'll learn real, natural English, and you'll enjoy it because you're not forcing yourself to study something boring. 5. Turn music into your teacher. Music is powerful. It sticks in your mind. It teaches pronunciation, rhythm, slang, and emotion. Fun ways to learn with music. Pick a favorite English song, listen, and try to write down the lyrics. Check the real lyrics online and compare. Sing along with the song to practice pronunciation. Write your own lyrics to the melody. Translate the meaning of a song into your language. Music helps you remember words naturally, and it makes learning feel like play. Make friends who speak English. Language is meant for communication, and nothing makes learning more exciting than using it with real people. Ideas to connect with others. Join English conversation groups online. Zoom, Meetup, Reddit. Use language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk. Play online games with English-speaking players and use the chat function. Comment on YouTube or TikTok videos in English. Send voice messages instead of text to practice speaking. Talking to real people gives you instant feedback, and it's a lot more fun than talking to a textbook. 7. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait until you're fluent to feel good about your progress. Every small success matters. Examples of things to celebrate. You understood a full English sentence in a movie. You remembered a new word and used it in conversation. You listened to a podcast and understood the main idea. You spoke to someone in English without freezing. Reward yourself with a little treat or say, "Great job." This will help you stay motivated and enjoy the journey. 8. Gamify your learning. What if learning English felt like playing a game? That's what gamification means, turning study time into playtime. Try this. Use language apps that give points, badges, or streaks like Duolingo, Link, or WordUp. Make your own system. 1 point for every new word learned, 5 points for watching an English video, 10 points for having a conversation. Keep a chart and give yourself prizes when you reach goals. Games are fun, so bring that fun into your learning. Shadowing practice with drama or comedy. Shadowing means repeating what you hear right after the speaker says it. It's great for listening, speaking, and pronunciation. To make it fun, pick scenes from your favorite English TV shows or movies. Choose something funny or dramatic. Play the clip and speak with the characters. Copy their tone, emotion, and speed. It feels like acting. You're not just learning English, you're performing it. That's exciting and fun. Learn with others, even just one person. Learning with a friend or partner can make the process more enjoyable. You can challenge each other to daily speaking practice. Share new words you've learned. Watch the same video and talk about it in English. Play English games or quizzes together. Even just having someone to say, "I did my English today," makes the process feel more alive. 11. Change your environment. Sometimes learning feels boring simply because it's always done in the same place. Try changing your environment. Study in a cafe or park. Listen to English while walking. Decorate your study space with English quotes, posters, or photos. Create an English corner in your room with books, a small whiteboard, and a calendar. A fresh space brings fresh energy, and that keeps your learning enjoyable. 12. Let go of fear and perfection. Many learners feel nervous about making mistakes. This fear kills enjoyment. So here's an important truth: mistakes are part of learning. Everyone makes them, even native speakers. Speak anyway, write anyway, record anyway. When you stop worrying about being perfect, you'll start enjoying the process. You'll laugh at your mistakes and learn from them. 13. Use storytelling and imagination. Humans love stories. Our brains are designed to remember stories better than lists of facts. Make English more fun with storytelling. Write a simple story using 10 new words. Tell a friend about your day using past tense verbs. Make up a short fairy tale and tell it out loud. Read English storybooks or short stories for learners. Stories are full of real life language, emotion, and rhythm. They're perfect for fun, natural learning. You don't need to study for an hour to enjoy English. In fact, short, enjoyable sessions are often more effective. Try these quick, fun activities: 3-minute song practice, 5 minutes speaking to yourself in the mirror, one new word, one example sentence. Watch one short YouTube video and repeat 3 lines. Short, enjoyable sessions help keep your brain happy and avoid burnout. 15. Mix and match. Avoid routine burnout. If you always use the same method, it can become boring, even if it worked before. Every week, try switching between listening focused days, podcasts, videos, music, speaking focused days, shadowing, conversation, reading focused days, articles, storybooks, creative days, writing, drawing, describing pictures in English. This keeps your learning fresh and interesting. It also trains your brain to use English in many different ways. Final thought: enjoy the journey, not just the goal. Yes, your goal might be fluency, confidence, or passing an exam, but don't forget to enjoy the process. Every word you learn is progress. Every sentence you speak brings you closer. Every funny video you laugh at builds your brain's English power. When English becomes something you love, not just something you have to do, you'll stick with it longer, enjoy it more, and learn much faster. Great job today! You've just completed an important step in your language learning journey by practicing shadowing. I know it wasn't easy. Following native speakers, trying to match their speed and pronunciation, and pushing yourself to speak aloud. But you did it, and that's something to be proud of. Why your effort matters. Every time you practice shadowing, you're training your brain and mouth to work together in a new language. Think of it like learning to dance. At first, the steps feel awkward, but with repetition, your movements become smoother and more natural. That's exactly what's happening with your speaking skills. Some days, you might feel frustrated. Maybe the words come too fast, or your tongue stumbles over certain sounds. That's completely normal. Even the best language learners struggled at first. The key is to keep going. Every mistake is proof that you're challenging yourself, and that's how growth happens. Small steps lead to big progress. You don't have to be perfect right away. Improvement comes from consistent practice. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a huge difference over time. Maybe today you caught one more word than yesterday. Maybe your pronunciation of a difficult sound is getting clearer. Those small wins add up. Remember, be patient with yourself. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Did you repeat a sentence a little more smoothly today? That's a win. Make it fun. Try shadowing songs, movie clips, or topics you enjoy. You're capable of more than you think. A year from now, you'll look back and be amazed at how far you've come. The person who keeps practicing is the person who succeeds. So don't give up. Your future fluent self will thank you. Final challenge. Before our next session, try shadowing just one short clip every day. Notice what gets easier. I believe in you and I can't wait to hear about your progress. Keep up the fantastic work. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. You've got this. See you next time.